Starting off with Grand Pierrepont, I'm going to put it in great tier. So far, this map plays pretty well. It plays similar to other small range maps like Spanish Farmstead, and while this map is not as good as Spanish Farmstead, it still plays very well. The one critique is that you have to be extremely aware of your surroundings because of how many doors there are. The farm and like the 2-story house and defending, it's a pretty fun map to play in. And yeah, there's no complaints with this, and it'll be going in the great tier. Bridge of Arcole, I'm gonna put this in low good to high mid. The issue with this map is how long it is and that you need rifles or light infantry. You can get shot through bushes, which is pretty fun to like shoot through them and stuff, but it takes some skill to do. And it's not a terrible map, it's not mid, it actually is kind of fun, but it's still going in the good tier. Frischermont, the best. This is the best map in the game in my opinion. I've grown to love this map more and more and more, and yeah, it's my favorite map in the entire game. Small range, like small map, so much stuff to do, so many strategies in this small map. It's very iconic, and it's going to go in the best tier. Frozen Forest, we're going to put it in low good. The issue with this map is like the size and stuff, but it's not as big as other cav maps. There's rarely any draws in here sometimes for me. Usually the round ends because people like pushing and stuff. You know, the ruins are pretty nice, and yeah, I'm going to be putting this in the good tier. Falenty, also good. Not a like amazing map, it's okay. There's a lot of buildings and stuff. People like camping sometimes in those buildings. People like pushing through the forest, which is pretty cool. People like going through the swamp. It's not a terrible map, whatever, compared to other maps, you know. But yeah, it's going to be put in the good tier because it's a good map. Farmland, I'm going to put this in good. It's a pretty solid cav map. A lot of cav maps kind of suck in this game, and yeah, there's nothing much to say. A lot of people like camping in the barns and stuff, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, it's okay. It's not mid, and it'll be put in the good tier. Halberstadt, I'm going to put this in low great to high good. Pretty great map. The Westphalia update, it's actually not as bad as I said it was. Rare L for me for like saying that Westphalia was bad, but Halber's a very good map. There's a lot of like guerrilla warfare and stuff. There's a lot of like pushing through like the alleyways, which is pretty awesome. The map is also visually stunning, and yeah, it's going to be put in the great tier because it plays pretty great. Belgian countryside, so far I'm gonna put this in mid, but this might change. This map is not the worst. It might change to good very soon. Again, this one is still like, I'm still like playing it more and more. A lot of people like going to like where the little farm area is, or people like camping in the lake area. And yeah, it's mid. There's nothing too amazing about it. It's kind of a boring map, honestly, but again, that's what the map is called. It's just the countryside, you know. So yeah, it's gonna be put in mid, but it might change up or down, so it's just gonna be there for now. Hougoumont, this is gonna go in great. This map is pretty great. A lot of people say that this is the best map. I personally do not see it, but it's a very great map. I do like going around like the walls and stuff and shooting and all that. The artillery is scary in here, so yeah, it plays very well. It's going to be put in the great tier. Ulper, still bad. This map still sucks. This map just drags too much, and the invisible walls when the map got shortened are so like confusing sometimes because you can't tell if you can go there or not. It's just so boring. It comes into a complete standstill because people like going into that city area, and then other people like going up that hill, and then they just keep shooting back and forth, and there's nothing really that changes a lot. And yeah, it just drags and it sucks, and it's going to be put in the garbage tier because this map is pretty trash. La Haye Saint is going to be put in high great. This map is very fun. Behind the bushes in the British area, you can get on the roof and stuff with like sappers. There's a lot of hand-to-hand combat in this map. There's also a lot of sniping because people like going through the forest on the left and or the right or whatever. And yeah, it's going to be put in great because it's a pretty great map, and it's very iconic as well. Rothier's Fields, we're going to put this in mid. There's 3 cannons on each side, and it still sucks. If you don't know how to use cannons, or if your teammates don't know how to use cannons and the other teammates don't know how to use cannons, then it's just going to drag very much. It's not going to be very fun, you know. But yeah, this map is just mid as hell. I don't like it, and yeah, it's going to be placed exactly where it supposed to be in the mid tier. Bruch, I might put it in very, very low grade. This map is very good. I like going into like that area where the river is and like shooting from there. That's pretty fun. Or you can go through the garden and shoot from there, or you could like push through the middle, which is where most of the combat is. So yeah, there's a lot of strategies you can do here. It's a pretty fun map. The one issue is that a lot of people try camping in like the tower, or they try camping in that little house. That can get kind of annoying, but honestly, like a lot of maps kind of like have a camper issue, so it's not as bad as it could be. It's going to be put in the great tier. It's a great map. Spanish Farmstead, the best. I've already explained this like in the past 2 tier lists. This map is very good. It is no longer my favorite though, but it is still a very good map, and it's going to still be put in the best tier because this map is the best as well. Hilltop Outpost, Iberian Harbor, it's good. A lot of people really like this map. There's some issues with it personally, like it's too spread out. It might be cool for some people, and I understand why they might like it, but for me it's not the best map. So yeah, because of that, it's going to be put in good. It is still a pretty good map, you know, it's not mid. Hunter, I'm gonna put it in like very low good. The issue with this map is that you have to constantly be checking around you, because there's so many areas where you can get jumped, where you can get shot, where you can like get caught lacking. That's pretty annoying. So you have to have high awareness every single time when you're reloading or when you're pushing an area. You gotta watch every single spot, because they can come at you from anywhere and you have a little bit of time to react. So yeah, because of that, it's gonna be put in like low good. A lot of people also like camping and stuff in this map, which is annoying. But yeah, it's going to be put in low good. Papot gonna be put in really high great. It's close to being the best, but it's not the best. This map is still very good. Definitely like top 5, top 7 or whatever. Very good map. It's not the best, but it's going to be put in the great tier, because this map just plays very well. It's very fun. A lot of different strategies you can do. Yeah, it's a great map, so it's gonna be put in the great tier. Throw Sun Cristobal, gonna be put in mid to low good. It's a good map. The issue is that a lot of people like camping in like the basement, which is very annoying, you know, so that can be very annoying, but like it's still a very nice looking map. And yeah, it's going to be put in the good tier because it's still a pretty solid good map. Bois de Basu, I'm going to put this in good. It's a good map. A lot of people don't like it because there's no buildings or stuff, but there's a lot of big trees you can camp and like shoot from behind. It's a very nice looking map as well. I like the more like a slightly swampish looking area, you know. It's very nice as well for that. And you have to like be good with peek and try shooting. You gotta make sure you don't get shot back. So yeah, there's a lot of like high tense moments in this map. It's going to be put in the good tier because of that, because it's also a very good map. Somos Sierra, I'm sorry, but really high garbage to low mid. My issue with this map is how big this map is. This map is gigantic. There's a lot of areas you can push by. A lot of times in this map it can head to a draw. It just drags for so long because there's like one person versus one person with this entire big map, and you know, it's not a very good map at all. It's pretty bad. Definitely the worst map of the Spain update, and every time I play it I kind of like it less and less and less every single time I play it. It sucks, dude. And because of that, it's going to have to be put in the garbage tier. Smolhain, great map. Gonna be put in great. You know, you can camp through the bushes and like shoot through there, or you can go through the middle or to the left or to the right. It's a very like open, very customizable experience. And yeah, it's going to be put there in the great tier because it is a great map. Planto, yeah, we're gonna put it in good. People like pushing through the church, you know, that happens so often that like it gets kind of boring sometimes, but it's a very nice looking map. It's still aged very well. I like Planto, and yeah, it's just the repetitiveness gets very annoying. You know, you're doing the same thing for like the past 4 to 5 or whatever years, but yeah, it's going to be put in the good tier because it's still a good map. Step, mid. Nothing else to say. It's just two really spread apart outposts and people like pushing from there and stuff, and it can get kind of chaotic, but like a lot of the times there's like 3 people versus 3 people. They might be at each other's spawns and they have to run all the way over there, and then it kind of ruins the experience. And yeah, mid tier because of that. Riverside, put this in mid as well. A lot of the cav maps suffer from this. It's like 3 people versus 3 or whatever, like a small amount of people, and then they have to fight each other, and some might not have horses, so they have to like run all the way over there. Because of that, it's gonna have to be put in the mid tier because it just drags as well. Road to Smolensk, it's a good map. It's a cav map, but it doesn't like drag as much because it's not as big as those ones. It plays solid. You can push with cav, or you can like stay at like the ruins and like shoot them and stuff, or you can like be an artillery. It's a very customizable map as well. Like you can do a lot of stuff on this one, and yeah, it's going to be put in good because of that. Pyrones, good. It's not great. I put it as like great, I think, last one, or I don't remember where I put it. A lot of people hate this map. I don't hate it. I think it's pretty good. It's a very small map as well. Like it's very small, but it's a small map with like ranged areas because people have cover on this side and then they have cover on that side, so they like keep trading and shooting each other. But overall, it's not the worst map in the world, so it's going to have to be put in the good tier. Elbshore, still mid. I already explained this like 2 times. I think it's a mid map. Visually, it's like gameplay wise, it's you know, like a lot of people like fighting in the middle and they try shooting from the middle, or they try pushing forest, but it's actually a pretty large map to walk around. Yeah, it's gonna have to be put in mid because of that. Foggy Marshland, mid. This map kind of sucked. It rarely gets played. It's probably my least played map out of all of these because it just never gets chosen, and for good reason. It doesn't play very well. It's an infantry only map, but it is gigantic. This map is huge, so if you only have like 2 people versus 2 people and your teammates don't tell you where the enemy is, good luck. Okay, La Rothiere is going to get a nice promotion to the best. This map is very fun. There's a lot of people who like camping in the middle. You can like fight them off, and it honestly is kind of fun doing that, or it can be infuriating. And the map is kind of big in the way that you can like customize wherever you guys want to push, think of what you want to do for the next round and stuff. It's going to be put in the best because of that. Wooded Crest, mid. Yeah, it doesn't play very well. There's a lot of like sniping. This is basically Bois de Basu like improved on. It literally improved on everything. It has no artillery as well, and it plays better. Yeah, Wooded Crest is gonna have to be put in mid because of that. Grasslands is going to have to be put in garbage. And finally, one of the newest maps, Court, going to have to be put in great. I really like this map. This map is very fun. A very big W for the Netherlands update. I love shooting through the bushes. You can push through the building as well. You can like go in the attic and camp if you want. I hate when people do that, but honestly, like it's a visually nice looking map as well. With how much time he did it in, fun for sniping. It's fun for shooting through bushes, different strategies, and there's a lot of buildings that you can like do strategies in. So yeah, it's gonna have to be put in the great tier. Subscribe. We're trying to hit 5,000 subscribers. Take care. Thank you, and goodbye.